All right, so one of my subscribers, TGTV Tank Mode, suggested that I would do this playoff predictions video before the season. Obviously, the season's going to kick off in T-minus 16 minutes at my perspective when I'm filming this. So I'm going to start off with the AFC, and shout outs to TG Tank Mode. Also, there's a link in the description to do your own predictors right there. That's a shout out to Shaun D down there. And also, one of my other subscribers, Johnny Talk Sports, also made a video on this, or made a video on the week picks, which he made. Click in the link in the description. And to top it off, I made my own week 1 picks. Click in the link in the description if you are interested. But please watch these videos because, guys, this is much watch YouTube right here. So I'm going to start off with the easier conference. I got the AFC. Now, number 1, I got the New England Patriots going 13-3. Now, some people are pulling for them to go 16-0 and all that, but that 13-3 record, spoiler, is the best record I have for this prediction right now. They can go 16-0, sure, but I'm just not going to predict the team to go 16-0 or 0-16. That's just not how I think. I try to be more of a realist. I want to be on the side that it's more likely for them to see a loss this season than see no losses this season. Then at number 2, I got the Oakland Raiders. Yes, I made another video on it. Click in the link in the description if you're interested, but I got the Oakland Raiders going 12-4, and yes, I do think that they're a 12-win team. I really love their roster. I really love Derek Carr. Been a big fan of him ever since 2014, ever since he got in there at Oakland. So I look at him, or the Las Vegas Raiders, however the hell you want to come, or the Los Angeles Raiders if you love watching the Raiders in the 80s and the 90s, I guess. But I got them going 12-4. I think it's a stacked roster. The defense needs to improve, and I think it can. They have a lot of talent there. So I look at the Raiders, and they got them at 12-4. Then at number 3, I got the Tennessee Titans. I got them going 11-5. Now, this would be the first berth for the Titans in 8, 7, maybe 9 years. It's been a while. It's almost been a decade, but I got the Titans pulling forward. Really love their offense. I think their offense is the best goal line offense in the league. Yes, I made another link for it. Click in the link in the description. Then at number 4, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers at 10-6. Now, the Steelers have the best triplets in the NFL, no question about it. When you have a top 5 quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger, a top 2 receiver Antonio Brown, and then a top 2, top 3 running back in Le'Veon Bell, it's hard to argue. But since Mike Tomlin kind of holds them back and should be doing better, I do like the draft pick of TJ Watt. However, I think that I see the Steelers going 10-6 because of, well, they're just kind of poorly coached, I would say, even though they do like Tomlin, and Tomlin does have a winning record. However, they need to work more on being consistent. Then at number 5, I got the Denver Broncos. Now, the Denver Broncos, I got them going 10-6 this year. I really love their defense. This is really just one win improvement from last year, and I do got them beating it over the Kansas City Chiefs. And when I look at the Broncos, the additions of the offensive line, I think that could be really helpful. And then I got Trevor Siemian. He's below average, and he could do better. But I do think that with a little bit more O-line improvement, that'll lead them to one more win, where we'll just sneak them into the playoffs. Then at number 6, I got the Houston Texans at 10-6. Now, I love the Texans defense. However, their secondary is a little bit concerning. They lost A.J. Boye, who is a little bit of a nickel corner, and Jacksonville probably paid a little bit too much for, and Jonathan Jones is getting up there in age. Yes, however, they're getting J.J. Watt back into action, and that's going to be freaking scary doing that front side. Whitney Merciless, Jadeveon Clowney, J.J. Watt, that's a freaking force of nature right there. I got them going to the 16. Offensive woes are still there. Even though I both like Savage and Watson, they're still not there yet. They're kind of in the middle of the road, below average if I would start them right now if I was Bill O'Brien. Then let's go to the harder conference. I got the NFC. I got the Packers going 12-4. Yes, I think the Packers are going to get 2 more wins this season simply because Aaron Rodgers said that, well, maybe I think we need to start competing, play more, get more wins in the regular season, so maybe we'll have some more games at Lambeau Field. Finally, Aaron Rodgers has waken up that you just can't turn it on somewhere in November and just win a bunch of games. Make your life a little bit easy and try to play, I don't know, a couple home games at in the playoffs at times. Like, come on, people. Or come on, Rodgers. You got to get your act together. But overall, I got them 12-4. Yes, best team in the NFC record-wise for the regular season. Then at number 2, I got the Giants going 11-5. I really like the Giants roster. I really, really do. I think it's a great roster. I love their defense. I think Landon Collins is the best strong safety in the game. I'm a real big fan of him. And also the addition of Brandon Marshall will help out Eli tremendously. And Eli can turn it on in the playoffs. So I think having Brandon Marshall and Odell Beckham Jr., they're going to naturally complement each other with the fact of their abilities and the skill sets and what they bring to. And so I got them going at number 2. And that's my NFC pick to go to the Super Bowl. I'm still banking on it, people. I'm still banking on it. I'm a picking and sticking kind of guy. Then at number 3, I got the Seattle Seahawks at 11-5. I feel like if you put the Seahawks there at 11-5 with the addition of Sheldon Richardson, should add them at least one more win on the roster. Now, Sheldon Richardson, if you face him from face value last year, he's a pretty good player. Obviously, he has the potential to become a Warren Sapp and a Ndamukong Suh. However, any pass rushing interior guy you want to look at on the D-line, he has that potential. I still think their offense still has a lot of woes right there, and so the offense lacks with consistency. It's still a decent offense, but overall, I think it's something that I think it would be interesting to see because I got Seattle going 11-5. And then for the 5th seed, starting with the wild card, I got the Dallas Cowboys at 10-6. Now, they're going to face a much harder schedule this year. Also, I'm pretty sure with the rise of feminism in America, or I guess you could call it a rise of feminism in America, that Ezekiel Elliott might get suspended later on in the season instead of during the beginning of the season. And obviously, it could happen. It could happen next year, but I got them going 10-6. Also, they had a really easy schedule last year. And when it comes to strength of schedule, when it comes to teams that haven't won championships recently or haven't really won it in a while, and they have an easy schedule, yet they're a juggernaut team, kind of makes me concerned for the Cowboys that they might not be as good as what people think, but I got them going 10-6. Then at number 6, I got the Minnesota Vikings at 9-7. Now, you know, I would love to see Matt Stafford in the playoffs again. However, I think the Minnesota Vikings will lead to Sam Bradford's first playoff berth, and Sam Bradford, I feel like, is kind of a quarterback that a lot of people don't look at. I think Sam Bradford's better than Alex Smith, but that's still saying that Sam Bradford's like a middle-of-the-road quarterback. He's like the 16th best, but he's better than Alex Smith because he actually makes plays, and he had far less talent around him in his career versus Alex Smith has. So I look at the Vikings. They have a legit defense right there. So I got them going at the 6th seed at 9-7. But at number 4, guys, you didn't hear my number 4 part for the NFC. That's because it's a fan pick. Yes, I'm going to let my subscribers or whatever viewer, if you watch, I don't even care if you're a subscriber, fan pick who in the NFC South is going to win that division. Who's going to win it? Who do you think is going to win it? Just put it right there, and that'll be my team. That'll make the playoffs right there. All right. If you thought I went too fast, the spoiler is in the description. Spoiler, you guys already heard already, but it's in the description about where I rank the teams, AFC versus NFC. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.